this. Now I was just doing like a little build up to this next section, which isn't done yet.
out something. Still kinda waiting for nothing. Oh, how'd I ever end up in a race on a road to nothing? Oh, in a race on a road to nothing. Well, I could learn the secrets of the darkness till I feel I need help. The negative I take is just the asteroid belt. My water regular to drown and get away from the stove. I'm drifting off my feet with my personal hell. I feel like
just for you. And I could leave it on the shelf or keep it to myself, but nothing could conceal the things I feel, my love. I give you my grand reveal. Do you feel the things I feel? I am definitely as long as there are stars up above, I will always be in love.
Welcome back to episode 6 of my new series where I'll be going through every Zombies map in history and teaching you all how to get to high rounds, even if you have never been to round 100 before. In my previous video, you all voted, and in this video, I'll be covering the Black Ops 1 version of Shangri-La. Down in the comments, let me know which map you want me to cover next. The most liked comment will decide the next map that I cover. Now, I want to preface this by saying I'm not going to go into extreme detail on the most optimal world record strategy, but rather this is going to teach you an extremely consistent way to get to high rounds that doesn't rely on advanced tactics or good RNG. This should teach you how to get to round 100 on your first couple of tries without needing deep knowledge of the map. Now, let's get into the tutorial. When you load into the map, first you're going to look at the sky to see where the box is. If the box starts where the AK-74U is, you will need to restart. Keep restarting until the box starts at the waterfall. Now that the box is at the waterfall, we can begin the game. Start off by purchasing the M14, then knife all the zombies in round 1. On round 2, purchase Quick Revive, and spend this round just killing the zombies as normal. Starting on round 3, you'll want to use the M14 to kill the zombies. Now is the point where I need to discuss how the monkeys work. I'm sure we're all familiar with the monkeys that come to steal your power-ups, so let's break down how we can abuse these guys to get a ton of points. Every time a power-up spawns, a monkey will spawn somewhere and try to grab that power-up. If you grab the power-up before the monkey gets to it, that monkey will instead chase after you and try to hit you. If the monkey hits you, you will lose 50 points and the monkey will run away. However, if you manage to kill the monkey before it hits you, you will gain a whopping 500 points. You must kill the monkey before it hits you in order to get 500 points. But that's not all. We can abuse this to get even more points. Every time a power-up spawns, if it isn't already a double points, let the monkey grab it. Let the drops flip until it is a double points, then kill the monkey. There will be a double points on the ground, but then another monkey is going to spawn to try to grab the new drop. But now, grab the double points and kill that monkey before it hits you, which will net you 1,000 points. And on top of that 1,000 points, you will also have double points, so you can keep killing the zombies and get double points. If possible, try to use the monkeys to turn every single early game power-up into a double points, which will give you a guaranteed 1,000 points on top of the extra points from killing the zombies. It helps a lot to kill zombies in the back of the spawn room, behind Quick Revive, so that you have more time to successfully flip the drop into a double points. Just make sure when the power-up does drop, wait at least 1 second before grabbing it. If you grab the drop too quickly after it spawns, it will cause the monkey to not spawn. We're going to leave the spawn room at the end of either round 3 or round 4, depending on how many points we have. I like to have around 7,000 points when I leave, but it's okay if you have slightly less. Open up all the way to the box and immediately start hitting the box. We are only looking for 2 weapons out of the box: the monkey bombs and the baby gun. Also, as you're hitting the box, make sure to keep your M1911 and only trade out your second weapon. You are going to want to keep the 1911 to upgrade them to Mustang and Sally's to use for the high round strategy. Now I need to deviate for a second because I'm going to explain something that may change how you want to proceed. What I did in my game is I kept hitting the box until I got both the baby gun and the monkeys. If I got a teddy bear before I got both of those weapons, I immediately restarted the game. And I kept restarting over and over again until I got both of the weapons I needed without moving the mystery box. getting the baby gun and monkeys without moving the box is what is called perfect box. The reason that I want a perfect box setup is because if you don't move the box, fire sales will never spawn. Fire sales not spawning means you will get significantly more max ammos later in the game. And this is extra important on a map like Shang, because if you do this, you can guarantee that you get a max ammo every single round. Later in the video, I'll explain how you can set that up. If you want to restart for first box, it's going to make your run significantly easier. But if you don't want to keep restarting over and over for perfect box, that's fine, and I will explain later how to deal with a game that doesn't have perfect box. In addition, if you feel confident, you don't even need to get the monkey bombs. You can restart for just first box baby gun, and that will be a lot easier to restart for. But I do find that monkey bombs are extremely helpful later in the game, which is why I insisted on having them. Once we're done hitting the box, now we can open up the rest of the way to power. Turn on the power, and while we're here, purchase the Bowie knife, which you can use to kill zombies in the early game. Now we're going to save up for our perks. There's 4 perks that we need for the high round strategy: Quick Revive, Juggernog, PhD Flopper, and Stamina. So save up some points and purchase those 4 perks. Keep in mind, on Shang, the perks have random locations, so you may pick them up in a different order than I did in my game, and they may be in different spots than they were in my game. While we're doing this, you also want to open up the other side of the map, meaning start from spawn, open past the minecart, into the AK room, and then open the door to the Semtexes. For the high round strategy, there is one door that we need to leave closed, and that is the door leading from the M16 into the power room. This is also the same door that is to the right of the spike moors in the power room, so make sure not to open this door from either side. Once we have our perks, for the moment, just camp inside of the Semtex room, spamming the baby gun until you have saved up 10,000 points. Then, find the Pack-a-Punch stone and Pack-a-Punch both your baby gun and your M1911 into Mustang and Sally's. Now that we have our 4 perks and we have our 2 Pack-a-Punch weapons, we are now set up for the early game. For the early round strategy, we're going to be camping in the room with the Semtexes, just spamming the baby gun and the Mustang and Sally's. There isn't really a specific way to go about this, but I just recommend spamming as much as possible. Since every power-up can be turned into a max ammo through the monkeys, you don't need to worry about ammo in the early rounds. What I actually like to do is I like to spend the first 25 rounds using only the Mustang and Sally's, and not even bothering with the baby gun unless needed. They are strong enough to be a 1 to 2 shot for a majority of this time, and they are a lot more spammable than the baby gun since you don't have to kick the zombies afterwards. On screen, I'm going to leave some footage so you can see how I like to run this. During the early rounds, if a Shrieker zombie spawns, you don't need to do anything special, just kill it like all the normal zombies. Killing a Shrieker will also automatically kill all the surrounding zombies. Just note that the Shrieker has 4 times as much health as the normal zombies, so you might want to kill them with the baby gun instead of the Mustang and Sally's. If a napalm zombie spawns, it will pretty much always spawn in this area in the hallway between this room and the AK room. To deal with him, wait for him to fully spawn, throw a Semtex at his feet, then shoot the baby gun at the last second, which will kill him. He will leave fire on the ground, but this will actually kill zombies for us, so this is good. In order to safely replenish our ammo, whenever you see a power-up, immediately throw a monkey bomb. That way we can focus on the power-up without needing to worry about zombies, making it very easy for the monkey to grab it and for us to turn it into a max ammo. Let the monkey grab it. Once you see the max ammo, shoot the baby gun, which will instantly kill the monkey. Additionally, during these early rounds, we can consider fishing for free perks. So let me explain how to easily get free perks on Shang. In order to have the perk bottle available from the monkeys must pick up a natural max ammo, meaning the drop must originally be a max ammo when the monkeys grab it. You also cannot take a different power-up, turn it into a max ammo, then have a monkey pick up the new max ammo. It must be originally a max ammo from the zombies. During these early rounds, every time I see the zombies drop a max, I throw a monkey bomb and I wait for the monkey to grab it. When the monkey grabs the max ammo, here's how to time it to get the perk easily. The monkey will cycle to a new power-up after exactly 1 second. Each power-up will last 1 second. The only exception is the perk bottle, which will be there for exactly 0.25 seconds. That means you do need some good timing, but with good timing, you can get the perk 100% of the time. If you use a metronome, you can set it to 60 beats per minute to determine exactly when the drop will switch. Every drop lasts for 1 full beat, except for the perk bottle, which will be 1/16th note. Additionally, when the monkey is cycling drops, they will be in the same order every single time they go around. And the perk must be either directly after the max ammo, directly after the second drop, or directly after the third drop. It will not be any later than that. Use the first rotation to determine where the perk is, and then use the second rotation to time your shot to get the perk. On screen here, you can see exactly how I do this. And I was able to do this successfully 4 times in my game. It is very easy to consistently get a free perk once you understand the timing. That said, it's worth mentioning that you don't need any perks beyond the original 4 that I told you to buy in order to get a high round. Speed Cola is nice, but not necessary. Mule Kick is okay, and Double Tap and Deadshot don't do all that much for us. After round 25, we're going to use the baby gun to help us camp. There's one thing that I need to mention about using the baby gun, and this applies for the entire game. When we use the baby gun, it is very important that we do not let any zombies regrow at all. Once you turn it into a baby, you must kill it. The reason for this is that if you let too many zombies regrow over the course of your game, it will cause your game to crash. In order to prevent this, rather than shooting and running over the babies, I like to use Semtexes to ensure that I'm killing every single baby that I make. Here's how I recommend you run this. Throw a Semtex down, then shoot the baby gun. And just keep alternating between standing next to the Semtexes and standing by these boxes over here, going back and forth. Every time you're out of Semtexes, just buy more off of the wall. Again, I'll leave some footage on screen so you can see this in action. Now ideally, you'll want to run this camping strategy for as long as possible. If you can run it up to round 40 or even up to round 50, that is great. That being said, I want to warn you all, this early round strategy is extremely difficult. In fact, Shang is a map where the early rounds are really difficult, but the high rounds are extremely easy. And I know that this strategy can be really frustrating, but just keep pushing through. As long as you get to the high rounds, you will have a very easy time after that. In my 100 game, I ended up taking my first down on round 29. Yeah, I know, not great, but I still made it to round 100. Like I said, you want to camp for as long as possible, but if you're struggling, you can move on to the high round strategy early. In my game, I actually switched to the high round strategy on round 30. The later you switch, the easier the strat will be once you do switch, but switching early could be safer. It's also worth mentioning that starting on about round 30, monkeys aren't going to spawn for a majority of the game, meaning you won't be able to easily flip drops into max ammos. This is fine since ammo won't be an issue for quite a while. So now let's explain the high round strategy. For the high round strategy, much like on Ascension, we are going to be using spawn control to make it easier for us. So let me recap what spawn control is. When the zombies are spawning, they can only spawn in the zone that you are currently in and any adjacent zones. In this area, the M16 room is in a separate zone from the Semtex room, which itself is a separate zone from the AK room. Here's how we can use this to our advantage. At the beginning of the round, stand inside of the M16 room and wait about 5 seconds for the zombies to spawn. This will cause them to only spawn inside of the M16 room and the Semtex.
take a chance. They say fortune favors the bold. And I know that you're gonna find your way to me. Inevitable was the fall, you know. You're not out here alone, though. Just know this isn't over. Like all the other times, this will pass. Just be nice to yourself, like yeah. I know that this got out of hand. We can't do shit, so just relax. Yeah, there you are, slamming a fist on the table, telling how this is more than you'll take. Under the weight of the day, or in the midst of a crisis of faith, you've abandoned attempt to controlling. Lash out at somebody who's safe, requiring more than consoling. Hard times are the tempo these days. You know there's no way that it's all part of a plan. Can't stop it all, shit kinda just happens like that. But when surviving the day seems like an impossible task, if you need a friend, you need only ask. Like all the other times, this will pass. Just be nice to yourself, like yeah. I know that this got out of hand, but we can't do shit, so just relax. Yeah, well, the worst is it's not only you though. Everybody I know is being cut down. As a sign of the times we're subdued, oh, all the world but no space to be found. But even if the world is like ending, probably we won't change it right now. So I guess there's no use in pretending. I feel fine and don't have the same doubts. So how should we proceed? What is it that we need? What was taken from me? And why can't I name it now? They stole what once was free to sell it back for a fee. hard time letting go. And I feel it's fair just to let you know. It hurts less to forgive what you can't control. And sometimes that feels like a lot to ask. But like all the other times, this will pass. Just be nice to yourself, like I know that this got out of hand, but we can't do shit, so just relax. The limit was never the goal, no. Inevitable was the fall, you know. You're not out here alone, no. Just know this isn't over. What have we done? Look at the madness. The frontiers are gone. So maybe I'm past this. The prodigal son. Or just a drop in the ocean. But it's time to wake up and smell the pollution. Never a doubt in my mind that if I seek, then I should find where my keys may fit. Yeah, it could be that I glimpsed Nirvana once or twice, and obsessively tried to carry that light with me ever since. Well, I don't mind my brain being a one-horse town. My one-track mind keeps my feet on ground. The world keeps changing, but I double down. I don't mind my brain being a one-horse town. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And whatever the tide, I continue to wonder. The gold rush arrived with hopefuls abundant. The highways were changed just for optics and comfort. And yet I remain, and I keep pushing onwards. And the truth of the matter comes to dawn. I'll cease my true pursuit for none, because this chase is me. Oh, but anyway, well, try as I might, I can't fathom how it is you could ever love someone like me. I don't mind my brain being a one-horse town. My one-track mind keeps my feet on ground. The world keeps changing, but I double down. I don't mind my brain being a one-horse town. your mouth out, take it away now. Take it away. Take it So hit me with the rumors. Tell me how to feel, tell me how to age. A billion users, weaponized boredom, idle change. We don't wanna feel useless. We just wanna get by and enjoy the day. 'Cause honestly the truth is, no one's enjoying this anyway. It might be too much to compete with, but there's something underneath this, and I don't need to know the reasons. It ain't hard to feel the feeling. We've been choked to keep from screaming. We've been dosed into believing, being eroded by the seasons. But we're human in the evening. Take it away now. Take it away now. Running your mouth out. Take it away now. I expect to see the beauty where I can. Perspective keeps on slipping through my hands. It's all just too much to compete with. Guess that's something I should deal with. I've been caught up in my feelings and can't seem to see the reason. We've been choked to keep from screaming. We've been dosed into believing, being eroded by the seasons. But we're human in the evening, so take it away. Take it away.
to say when you're with me. I can't say anything anyway, so just believe me. Even if the words don't come out, they're here inside my head, stuck inside my mouth. When the bartender said it's on the house, you made me wanna fall in love. The weather felt better when we were in it together. Oh, I miss the way we used to talk about nothing. I hate to say I should have seen it coming. Last summer, everything was easy. We had it all, didn't we, baby? No wonder you couldn't keep
into the sea. Simple human being wouldn't know how to brush my teeth without asking my team. Living in the afterglow of everything you feel, but baby I'm a short-lived joke, as soulless as I seem. And I'm everything you talk about. Why should you keep letting yourself be let down? If I'm everything you talk about, I'm in the mirror, baby, let it all out. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Don't know my schedule on the 5th. Bitch, I'm Taylor Swift. Got 100 million on my wrist. Physically sick. And at the airport, I'm sorry, can I get a pic? Telling me a sad story. Another reason not to quit. And I'm everything you talk about. Why should you keep letting yourself be let down? If I'm everything if you're lacking an obsession, yeah, well maybe you should get one. Oh, born and raised to sit and watch the day decay. Seems we're always running late. It seems we always lose our place. Just need a way to get back up on our feet again. Well, honey, did you read today?
That is like I could just destroy Charlie by doing this.
A Reddit moderator just made a video directly speaking to and tugging on the heartstrings of the CEO of Reddit, making a big call to action after he had been stripped of his position as top mod on r/livestream fail.
Oh shit! Like, do I do this? Destroy Charlie.
This video is about a topic of deadly seriousness.
I thought watching Louis Capaldi live 2 days ago was gonna be the highlight of my week, month, maybe even year. I was wrong. I came across this final boss of Reddit who posted a 20-minute video of deadly seriousness, going over the things on how he got banned from Reddit, from LSF, live stream fails, once they, clip streamers and they post it on their platform and they get monetized off of it, right? Stale over here was one of the top moderators on LSF. He did not do it for the love of the game. He only did it for one purpose and one purpose only: power. And that is his only purpose in life, to become the most powerful Reddit final boss of all time. And how he's planning to do it is make a 20-minute video of deadly seriousness, going over the things on how he believes Reddit moderators need to be taken seriously, especially when they clip other people's streams and post it on their platform and not do any commentary or don't even show their face, but they need to be taken super seriously, because they can make you and destroy you if you do not obey, get on your knees and kiss their feet. That's the power he thinks he's at. But anyways, to give you a little bit of context, how we ended up here, Charlie's involved in this thing, Brian is involved in this thing. They're going at it at each other right now. A couple days ago, Charlie made a video of this competition that's going to happen, and there's like a $20 million prize pool involved in this whole thing. 4 times of the Beast Games Amazon Prime prize pool. I mean, sounds legit to me. $20 million you just want to give out to people with no sponsors, no one, no label on the, no Prime, no Amazon, no nothing. They just spawned on the internet and said, who wants $20 million? And they reached out to agencies. Agencies did not do their job on double, triple checking if they're legit or not. They just wanted to get paid. And they, offered it to the creators. Some creators started promoting this whole thing. Livestream fails, LSF, and they promoted it as well. Obviously, people had questions. $20 million just like that, giving out to the people. What do you, fucking Mr. Beast? Mr. Beast doesn't even do that. People started calling it a scam, a competition where the fans and the streamers, all of them can compete and they can win $20 million. Of prize pool. Spoiler alert, it turned out to be a scam. Brian over here was shocked with, what? There's no way, I never knew this whole thing was a scam. In another universe, he took accountability. In this one, he took absolutely nothing, zero responsibility, and started blaming it on everyone, and he was removed for promoting a scam by Reddit as a top moderator at LSF. But since he's a self-proclaimed power person on Reddit, because obviously top Reddit moderators, they don't get the respect that they deserve, so he decided to demand respect from everyone by making a video. In his head, this is like a mic drop video, but everyone just started pointing at it and laughing at it. But hey, this is a deadly serious video, so let's watch this deadly seriously, okay?
I was the top moderator of your #1 gaming subreddit, r/livestreamfail, before I was recently removed from that position by the Reddit Code of Conduct team. I became a Reddit moderator for one reason. And that is because I think that Reddit communities and correspondingly its moderators have massive power and influence. And for some reason, nobody seems to notice, care, or take this seriously.
Brother, with that haircut, no one is going to take you seriously, especially when you come on the internet and say the only reason you became a moderator is because of the power and to control everything. I'm honestly shocked why it's not working out for you. You should have been the most powerful person right now on the internet.
In this video, I will go over why I believe this, and I will also talk about a code of conduct moderation action that was taken against me due to good faith mistakes that I believe were caused by a clear lack of direct material support that the company gives its moderators. I will end the video by talking about what you, Spez, can do to fix this problem, as well as what I and other communities can do in case Reddit does not solve this very serious mismanagement problem regarding the lack of support that is given to moderators.
The CEO of Reddit, this is a deadly serious conversation. If someone promotes a scam, who doesn't do double check, triple check, promotes it, deletes the comments who are calling it a scam, and then you remove the moderator who was doing all these things? How dare you? Where is the support for this moderator? Don't you know who he is? Stale. 2000s. The most powerful person on the internet. Self-claimed. I mean, this guy is gonna go over... Now the things this guy is gonna go over, it's hilarious. I don't want to show you everything. It's gonna be a super long video, but basically what he's trying to say is, hey, I broke the community guidelines. Why did I get banned? How dare you? Let me teach you and tell you and complain about the respect that the moderators are not receiving. It's gonna be a good one.
So I reached out to the organizers, and to my surprise, they immediately understood what LSF was, what power it had, and they even agreed to the stretch goal of like the cool competition to have in the actual show. From my perspective, this felt like one of the coolest things that a subreddit has ever done. I mean, being in a freaking reality TV show in a topic that's directly related to the subreddit, how awesome. And then, maybe I could leverage this to get even more opportunities, either for our subreddit or for other subreddits across the entire platform. That's how I felt, at least, and that's clearly not how it worked out. After they agreed to kind of a couple of these kind of requests that I had in my stretch goal, they immediately started moving very quickly. We wrote up an announcement, and they wanted this out within like 24 hours. So we quickly worked to make an announcement together, and I posted it the next day. When I posted it, everybody in the comment section immediately yelled, scam, 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 scam. This initially didn't actually worry me because no matter what we do, people call it a scam. Multiple major live streamers were involved, Mythic Talent was involved. Surely they had done their due diligence, right? Additionally, the thing that people were the most skeptical about was the $20 million grand prize. This initially confused me as well, but once I heard that, Amazon Prime was allegedly involved, my initial concerns were assuaded. I mean, think about it. Amazon Prime has spent lots of money on tons of shows, and, I didn't necessarily think that the show was worth $20 million, but, that doesn't mean that Amazon Prime wouldn't fund it. And, if LSF was involved, maybe it would actually succeed. Maybe my involvement alone could make the $20 million kind of investment worth it. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Absolutely. If Stale 2000 joined, as a matter of fact, the prize pool was at the beginning like $1 million, like pennies. But the second they heard that this powerful top moderator from LSF, the most powerful subreddit page on the whole universe, was involved, they increased the grand total price to $20 million just because of him, because of how powerful this guy is. Now, anyways, he went over how he was involved in the first place. He saw other people doing it. LSF, they said, can we get involved in this whole thing? Can we have our own competition where the best clippers, where we can add a competition category for the clippers, whoever is the best clipper who comes up with the most viral clip is gonna have a taste of the prize pool, right? And then he was like, oh, a lot of streamers were doing it. The agencies, apparently they checked it, so I believed it, and I heard that Amazon Prime was involved. That's why I decided to, be like, hey, Amazon did all of that. Why not for them to be involved in this whole thing? I mean, if Amazon Prime was going to be involved in this whole thing, wasn't that going to be the first thing that they mentioned in the contract, in the whatever you guys closed? Charlie went into deep details in the whole thing. If you want to go watch that video, go ahead. Basically, what he said was the sponsors, there was one, and that wasn't even confirmed. They're like, maybe coming soon, question mark. That's how it was. Nothing was there. It was just an AI photo and $20 million. But he has so much confidence in himself and in the LSF subreddit that he decided to, you know what? It's probably for us. It's probably because we're involved. That's why it's $20 million. Because of how powerful he is, obviously.
Now here comes the next part of the story, when things get a little crazy. The next day, a major live streamer who was involved in the show, Extra Emily, said on her stream that she kind of saw all of these comments about people calling it a scam, and they even saw that LSF was involved, and this was apparently unacceptable to her, so much so that she was considering kind of dropping out of the show or kind of looking into seeing if kind of the whole thing was a scam or not. After seeing this, I brought the concerns to the organizers, and the organizers told me that they were currently in talks with the agents to resolve this, and they told me in no uncertain terms that the show was not canceled and was still going on. So, me being somebody who didn't really have a lot of, information into the situation, and me, trusting these high-powered agents who represent these multi-million-dollar kind of celebrities, I trusted that they would kind of get to the bottom of this and kind of resolve these concerns quickly. During this time period, I saw and deleted a lot of unsubstantiated claims about the show and the mod team. There were accusations that I knew to be untrue, such that, the mod team had accepted bribes or, had some sort of financial involvement with the show. And
This fake TikTok dentist spent years flexing a luxury lifestyle online, drilling into people's teeth without a license, selling 2-day veneer certifications with mimosas included, and he thought he was untouchable until prosecutors dropped a 113 count indictment on him.
I was there as investigators raided Brandon Diller's Northeast Atlanta dental office. It looked like the real thing. He had more than 157,000 followers on Instagram. But this new indictment charges him with 113 different charges, including RICO, 51 counts of theft by deception, and 21 counts of battery.
Yes! This couldn't have happened to a better person. Thankfully, there's now one less scumbag drilling into people's teeth without a license. But the wildest part of the story is if you add up all the charges and he gets the max sentence, he's literally facing 888 years in prison. Obviously, he won't get that, but that's still a diabolical number for a fake TikTok dentist. The dude just couldn't stop documenting himself, breaking the law, and allegedly hurting so many victims. But this is definitely not the first time this guy's shown up here on this channel. But this time, I'm actually able to say he's officially been hit with a whole bunch of charges. And it's definitely not a small amount either. 113 counts, which is more than I think we've covered ever, maybe?
So ever since 2022, there has been a rise in like these self-improvement, alpha, finance gurus that all spew the same message. Wake up at 4 a.m., start a business, start working out, stop playing video games, and escape the matrix. All that jazz, right? And these videos have become extremely popular because of people like Andrew Tate. I mean, we all saw the method that he pulled in 2022, how literally everybody was posting that man's clips, and he was just saying some of the craziest things.
I am extremely versed in CPR. I do know how to administer CPR. However, I will not administer CPR unless you're a hot female.
And since so many people saw him get success from doing that method, a lot of people are trying to pull that same method nowadays. So now you got all these like fake, like Andrew Tates going around, and it's pretty cringe.
Stop breathing like a bunny rabbit. A bunny rabbit is a victim, and it breathes in and out so quickly you can see its stomach going in and out.
But what's cringier than that is that these hustle culture, self-improvement, like finance guru videos have leaked into the youth, and now you got these kids spewing that exact same message that they're spewing in these videos when they're like 13 years old. And it's one of the saddest, but also cringiest things I've ever seen.
When you're playing video games, you are literally doing absolutely nothing. You're staring at a screen, going into a fake world, and you're not doing anything productive. You're not making money, you're not starting a business, you're not doing anything. So get off the video game. Follow me for more tips like this.
Bro, you are like 10 years old. Why do you need to be making money and have a business at 10 years old? This video is insane to me because the internet has literally brainwashed kids/teens into thinking that doing normal things that teens do is a waste of time, like playing video games, chilling with their friends, or just watching a movie or something like that. Apparently, those aren't normal things that teens do anymore. Apparently, you gotta be set with mansions, Rolexes, Lambos, and a whole business by 13 years old, or you're a failure, which is actually insane. How am I supposed to have all that by 13? Bro, by 13, I don't even think I had $13. But before we get any further, number one, YouTube, I am not trying to bully/harass any of these teens in this video. If you're watching this video, do not go out and bully/harass any of them. And number two, thank you guys for 100K subscribers. I've never just sat down and just said thank you to y'all. I just wanted to say I appreciate every single one of you that legit sit down, watch my videos, or maybe stand up. Maybe you might be standing up watching this video right here. But I appreciate anybody who pretty much just shows support on this channel, watches the videos, shares them with their friends, whatever. Thank y'all. Now that being said, let's get back to the video.
This may be controversial, but I think teens should spend at least 5 of their teenage years just trying to become successful. And so before you start hating in the comments, let me say this. It literally takes $82 a day to make the average yearly income in America. And online, there's literally like hundreds, maybe even thousands of courses or different models that you could use to make that money. Right now, I'm doing video editing and I own an agency, so I'm making even more than that each day. And I'm only 13, so you could easily do the same thing.
I find this video insane because this kid hasn't even lived 2 of his teenage years, yet he thinks most teens should spend 5 of their teenage years trying to become successful. That literally just doesn't make sense because this man hasn't experienced what he's talking about. He's just talking out of his booty cheeks, you know? That's literally social media hustle culture brainwash right there. Like, I feel like the saddest part is that this kid is 13 saying this, bro. He was 12 last year. Isn't that insane? It's different if this kid lived his teenage years, then said this. It'd make more sense because he'd have the experience to back up what he's saying. But the fact that he didn't experience his teenage years and he's just saying this on his first teenage year, that just pretty much confirms that he's just spewing what he heard online from one of these gurus.
It's 3 a.m. on a Sunday night. All my friends are getting drunk, getting invited to parties and losing their virginity, and I spent all night working on my business. But just watch, in a couple of months, when I'm gonna be chilling in Dubai and living my dream life, you guys are gonna call me lucky. Just watch.
Number 1, your friends are not out drinking and losing their virginity on a Sunday night. Everyone hates Sunday because it's pretty much the prelude to Monday. Nobody is doing anything on a Sunday night except for sleeping, my boy. Number 2, who are your friends losing their virginity to? The hookers in GTA? You do not look a day over 10. And number 3, just because you're up at 3 a.m. grinding for your business, that doesn't make you better than everybody else. Like, the way that this man is talking is making it seem like, oh, I'm better than my whole class because I'm up at 3 a.m. grinding. When it's like, bro, you're not better than them just because you're doing that. Let's be real here.
It's 3:30 right now on a Monday night. I've been staying up all night working my new business. But watch, a few months from now, when my business is taking off, I'm gonna be chilling in Dubai, living my dream life, and everybody's gonna call me lucky. Just wait and see.
This man literally just stole the script from the last kid. The only thing that he did differently was add some music and some like little effects and stuff like that. Other than that, this is the exact same video as the last kid. They just said the exact same thing, word for word, bar for bar. No Soulja Boy.
Word for word, bar for bar.
I hate to be that guy and say that someone else's dream is unrealistic because I'm kind of living my dream right now. I mean, I've always wanted to create videos on YouTube ever since I was young, and now I'm doing it. So I don't really want to hate on somebody else's dream, you know? But how in the hell are you gonna move to Dubai in only a few months? That's my question right here. Like, bro, number 1, you don't even have your license. Number 2, I don't even think you can put in an application to move inside of a crib, you know? Like, how is this man gonna make that happen? It just doesn't make sense. Like I said, I'm not really trying to hate or anything in this video because it's not necessarily these kids' fault. It's more of what they see on social media. Like, if they see somebody talking about, oh, I'm about to move to Dubai in a few months, they're gonna spew that same thing. But like I said, like, how in the hell are you just gonna randomly up and move to Dubai in just a few months? Like, it does not work like that. This is not GTA. You can't just go on Dynasty 8 and cop a crib within 2 minutes. It's not like that. And also another question is, why are these kids so obsessed with moving to Dubai? They don't say nowhere else. What about Atlantis? When I was young, I wanted to live in Atlantis. I wanted to live underwater with the mermaids, Aquaman, all that stuff, bro. That was probably sick. But now we got kids saying Dubai. Like, what the heck?
None of this made that.
This video is crazy because this kid is stressing about his parents working at 13. Not about his parents being poor or homeless or not being able to put food on the table. He's stressing because his parents are working a stable job when he is 13 years old. Something that is normal. Does that not sound crazy? Like, I understand that we all have the dream of retiring our parents, buying them a house, and buying them whatever car they desire, but I don't think that's something that you should be worried about when you're like 13 years old and you haven't even finished puberty. I feel like it's just unnecessary stress that this kid is adding to his life at a young age, all because of a finance guru he's Look, if you're watching this video with your girl, I highly advise that you stop right there and click off because young Cam Slam has the do-rag off. You know what they say when I have the do-rag off. Hide your girl, hide your wives. But what's good with y'all boys? Y'all can finally see the haircut. Oh my gosh. But a little later last year, there was this performative male epidemic where you had a bunch of guys drinking matcha, even though it tastes like grass, owning a cat, wearing wired headphones, and having Labubus, all to impress women. And it's ironic considering I have a Labubu in the back right there. But I promise, it was a gift, and I really like the gift. I promise I'm not being performative. I promise y'all. Promise. But it was this huge thing last year. They even had performative male contests to see which male could be the most performative. Like, this whole thing was crazy. And in today's video, I thought, why not take a look at some of the most performative men on the internet? Because I really never made a video about this topic. And as I've been doom scrolling recently, I've seen so many performative men online in a way that's not even ironic. It's like they're being serious. Crazy enough, at least. I think they're being serious. And our first candidate is this man named Yada Awakening. Now, he's not the matcha drinking performative male, but once you hear this man open his mouth, you'll see why I label this dude as performative.
Don't send her a good morning text. Send her some money. She's working full time. She's exhausted. And the only person she's ever had to depend on is herself. Don't send her some roses. She'll like it. But send her to the spa. She's been on her feet all month trying to make 2 ends meet. You can't tell me you love her if you're not giving her money.
Look, that was a hot start. Don't send her a good morning text. Send her some money. I'm not her father. I'm not her employer. Why would I send her money instead of a good morning text? People can barely afford rent and groceries with their jobs that they got from having a master's degree. No one is doing this. What do you mean? You're just saying this to look good for the women out there. But let's just continue to listen to what he has to say. Maybe at the end he might be like, oh, that was just one huge joke. Hey, like the video. We'll see.
Because when a man loves a woman, he removes her worries without her asking him to do it. Because a woman that's been on her own for so long and providing for herself, she doesn't know how to ask a man for anything. And if you ask her, does she need something, and she says no, do it anyways.
Yeah, nah, this dude is being mad performative. I hate to say it, but this man is being so performative. I promise you, this guy doesn't even do that. He doesn't send his, if he has a girl, or if he's messing with numerous girls, he doesn't send them money. Not at all. This dude is the biggest capper online. But if you thought that video was crazy, you know, he was being pretty performative in that one. What about this one, where he explains how if a woman cheats, it's the man's fault?